KreekCraft has over 9.5 million subscribers and 3 billion views. On the surface, he looks like the spitting image of perfection. However, from repetitive content to excessive clickbait, even with critics speculating that he used his grandma's dementia for views, the hidden dark side of KreekCraft is finally being exposed. Today on the documentary channel, we'll dive into the controversial story of KreekCraft to answer the question, why do people dislike KreekCraft? On the 28th of January 1997, a boy named Forrest Waldron was born in Jacksonville, Florida. However, this wasn't just any ordinary child. There was something different. Upon his birth, the doctors discovered an alarming defect in one of his eyes.
I wasn't super heavy or super tiny, I was just a normal baby, or so my mom and dad thought. You see, it turned out that I was born with something called a cataract in my left eye, and for the people who don't know what a cataract is, it's basically a condition where the lens in your eye becomes cloudy and, well, you can't see. It's actually a very common thing, and a lot of people over the age of 50 have them, and it's honestly not really a big deal, at least not anymore. The issue, however, is that they're not supposed to happen right when you're born. It's something that can happen naturally over the course of your life, but it's very, very, very rare when it happens to a baby. And as a result, this turned out to be a pretty big deal.
His cataract was soon luckily resolved, and his eyesight wasn't completely dissipated, but his childhood wasn't necessarily normal either. He had no siblings and therefore was on paper an only child. However, during his early years, there were two odd facts that separated him from the majority of children. First, the town he grew up in, and second, the time he spent around his cousins. The weird part, they were all female.
I lived in a small town in North Florida called McClinney, and when I say small, I mean small. There was literally only a few thousand people living there when I was a kid, and even to this day, there's only just over 6,000 people who live there now. So yeah, it's a very small town. My family, however, was actually quite large. On my side of the family, we had my grandma and grandpa, and then their children had children, and then their children had children. So I ended up with like 15 plus cousins. And since I didn't have any brothers or sisters, I ended up spending a lot of time with my cousins, which I haven't mentioned yet, but they're literally all girls. I'm actually the only young boy in my entire family.
But this was by no means all. There was another tragic event that occurred early in the boy's life. At just 3 years old, his parents got divorced. The reason? His dad had a drinking problem, and it was serious. So serious, in fact, both Forrest and his mother had to leave the house due to the danger he posed to their lives.
I don't really know the full story of it all, but I do know it was because my dad started drinking a lot. He started out small, but as time went on, his drinking problems got worse and worse and worse, to the point where he wasn't even the same person anymore. He changed completely. I was only about 3 or 4 at the time, but you know, my mom, she left. She wanted a divorce. And since it wasn't safe for me to stay with my dad, my mom took me, and then my mom and I went to go live with my grandma and grandpa.
The dad was later arrested and went to prison where he never saw him again. It was a rough beginning that made his life difficult from the start. However, Forrest was resilient and a creative kid. He wouldn't just give up there. And starting in 2014, his immense work ethic and creativity found an outlet, and at the age of 17, he created a YouTube channel named KreekCraft, with the first upload being a Minecraft mod showcase.
And today we're in Minecraft, we're going to be taking a look at the boxes mod, which adds cardboard boxes into Minecraft. Who knew, right? Cardboard boxes, mind blown. Pew! Gone. Done. But before we get started, I want to thank everyone who followed me over from my previous channel, and to thank you for all of your continued support on my videos and my channel.
Kreek was beginning to build a sizable audience through consistent uploads, but if he wanted to get past a few thousand subscribers, there needed to be a change in strategy. Minecraft wasn't exactly exploding his channel, but what if another game could? As KreekCraft's channel progressed, he started uploading videos on a new game, Roblox, and the results were phenomenal. Multiple of Kreek's Roblox videos had gone viral. For example, his video titled, "This Roblox player was kidnapped."
Time to investigate some more Roblox myths. Our first myth is actually about a player named Game Charlie 1 who was playing Roblox back in 2021 when Charlie actually became friends with a Slender. According to the very reliable news source known as TikTok, the Slender actually ended up finding Charlie's address. And a few days later, Charlie went missing and hasn't been seen since. Pretty spooky stuff.
Which later amassed over 8 million views, along with his other video, exposing fake Roblox hackers.
Time to expose some more Roblox TikTok hackers. For the first time
Entertainment 2023. Let's do it. What's up first?
Don't play this game. Let
That's
me
Litter X?
explain.
Okay.
Simulator X was just hacked by Muck, and the reason you shouldn't...
Wait, this is real. Wait, are we kicking something off on TikTok that's real? Like, we're starting with a real hacker? Okay.
play as cuz.
which now stands at over 8.1 million views. And of course we can't forget that one video titled "The Dumbest Hacker Group on Roblox."
Time to expose some more fake Roblox TikTok hackers. 3, 2, 1, go!
If you guys play Roblox, stop scrolling.
I love how everyone begins with that. If you play Roblox, stop scrolling immediately.
The video went on to become KreekCraft's most popular video of all time. Over his decade-long career on the platform, KreekCraft amassed over 9 million subscribers, 3 billion views, a strong fan base, and a stellar reputation. However, his career was not without controversy, as in May of 2023, controversy began to brew.
So a few days ago, Fling uploaded this video called Rigging the Roblox Awards. And for the majority of the video, he's just messing around and like trolling. But for the last few categories, he actually gave some serious takes. And his drama starts when he gave his take on the best video star this year. For best video star, one name that's going to keep coming up is KreekCraft. He's one of the biggest Roblox YouTubers, and like everyone in their mall is probably going to vote for him. But Flamingo actually said otherwise.
One of Roblox's largest YouTubers, Flamingo, was making a video on the Roblox Creator Awards. KreekCraft was a popular nominee that was bound to receive Creator of the Year. But what if Flamingo had an opposing opinion?
Kreek is a bit, there's a lot of like content farmy stuff. It just doesn't appeal to me, and like a lot of news update type videos. Like, zoom in on this. What happened? It's very Mr. Beastified.
And would people agree with him? Shortly after, KreekCraft would respond to the clip in a comment which read, "I'm always open to criticism, but I find it funny when people say I shifted my content to appeal more to kids, when the opposite is actually true," before explaining how he completely disagreed with Flamingo's assessment. The two largest game genres on Roblox and YouTube are simulators and roleplay games. Most Roblox YouTubers fall into one of those two categories because those games get the most views. Those genres also almost completely appeal to kids, explaining how his content is targeted to an older audience. He joined the Misfits and swears in his videos, all to prove Flamingo was wrong. But was KreekCraft in the wrong, and was Flamingo right? Both sides had a point, but that's for you to decide. Similarly unclear was KreekCraft's next major controversy, which began with a heartbreaking moment in his life. In early 2024, KreekCraft would tear up on stream after announcing his grandmother was extremely ill.
My grandma has been battling dementia for a few years now. She's like 85, 86. And for anyone, if you don't know what dementia is, it's basically where you forget everything, right? Like everything. And over the past few weeks, it's gotten really bad.
And it wasn't getting any better, and this would take a toll on KreekCraft's mental health because he knew that his grandma was clearly near her end.
To the point where she's not really eating or drinking anything, right? Which obviously is not good. Took her to the hospital. They did the scans, did the tests. Basically found out that she has reached the end stage of dementia.
Therefore, it was no surprise that a couple days later, KreekCraft made a community tab post reading, "Sorry for not streaming much this week. A few years ago, my grandma was diagnosed with dementia and unfortunately passed away earlier this week after her dementia started rapidly progressing. However, not everyone in the Roblox community saw this situation as seriously as Kreek did." There were many trolls who saw this as an opportunity to get viewership by being as disrespectful as humanly possible, starting with this first despicable troll with video quality so horrible that a literal dog could have created more entertaining content. and the video got even worse as it progressed. It was more than clear that the creator had no respect for the dead, nor KreekCraft's feelings. But as a simple YouTube search revealed, he wasn't the only degenerate freak looking for attention. There was many more people disrespecting KreekCraft and his family. However, this one particular video stuck out as especially slimy, dishonest, and vomit-inducing.
Hey guys, welcome back to another W video. Today we have some great news to cover that KreekCraft grandma just passed away.
There was another attention-seeking psycho who took advantage of the situation just to get less than 100,000 views, completely destroying any reputation or credibility for the slightest bit of relevance.
This image is starting to give me some nightmares. And my final words is that Che de veras it. LMA, like I don't give shit about somebody dying. And this is what happens if you don't support UQ Tessingle. Anyways, buy, like, and sub if you support UQ Tessingle.
It was without a doubt that KreekCraft's mourning was being exploited by clout leechers. The situation was to the starved with no morality, the gift that kept on giving, and perhaps their strategy quote-unquote worked in the short term, but you can never take back that kind of disrespect. On the other hand, Roblox drama creator Parlo uploaded an ordinary video on the subject that gained nearly 1 million views from talking about their antics. However, on the opposite side of the equation, many people were genuinely disgusted at the disrespect. Comments like, "It's absolutely sickening to see people making fun of someone's loss. It just shows how heartless and cruel some people can be. My condolences to Kreek and his family. Let's spread love and support instead of hate." Along with, "I lost many ancestors, most of them. I never got to meet my great-grandma Roxy with everything to me, and I thought, can things get any worse than this? After I moved on, I found out that my Jamaican grandpa was in the hospital and his condition was deteriorating, and it wasn't likely that he was going to make it out. I moved on from his death, but they're both a part of my heart." With another commenter saying, "Man, I can't agree more with you on this one. Like, the fact people got joy out of commenting such stuff under a post of someone telling their loved one has passed away is just disgusting. I really appreciate the fact you put time and effort into making this video to spread awareness that such terrible people exist. Also, great edit at the end. The comments would clearly illustrate the disgust pretty well. However, some people had the opposite opinion. They saw KreekCraft's own community post announcing his grandmother's passing, along with him discussing it on stream as a way to get attention from her illness. Was this true? Did KreekCraft use his grandmother's passing to gain attention? Well, obviously f***ing not. KreekCraft on the surface seems like a very good person, and I highly doubt for even a second he would do something so scummy for some views. My condolences go out to KreekCraft and his family, and you the viewer, just know you always have support somewhere, and to never let disrespectful comments get inside of your head. But as always, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe, and if you want to watch something similar, click the video on screen now.